fact, we are going to be testing and pHing as well as TDSing our compost tea brew. It's been brewing for a little under 24 hours. We're going to turn on the pH meter. We're going to stabilize the pH meter with our standard, where did we put you? Our quick cal, so we're going to register on the quick cal. This is pretty much a base, which just makes the calibration even more accurate. I'm pretty sure we don't need to, but it helps every time, or it's a pretty good regimen to keep in practice. So we're gonna do that, plug her up, get a standard reading, and then test. So as you see, right when we turn her on, she starts to light up. Perfect. And because there's nothing in it right now, it's just going to standardly go to 14 all the way. This is going to be our pH meter right here. So this is with Hanna Instruments, a really good one, Grow line. So the way that we take this is we're going to take our standard quick cal, and I already have a pre-made, not pre-made, but a pre-used solution. We keep it in here. Again, so we're going to go to menu, quick calibration, pH conductivity, and this is just going to give us a good standard. So you're going to see it's going to say use H15036. That's just the type of packet. Leave it in there for a little bit, and once you do, you're going to see that's going to start to calculate it. So we just need to wait. There you go. Waiting for stability. I know, I was like, these fans are like right next to us. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. That way I don't have to yell. I apologize. And a little more, waiting for stability. Come on. Put you down. 2 seconds. It shouldn't have to. There we go. Stable. So now that we're stable, we can go ahead. I can close this. So this is my standard. We don't want that to get dirty. Keep it just like that. I reuse it about 3 times and then I discard it. And then we're going to go ahead and take our rinse solution. So this is just going to be our water, which just helps us rinse it. This is filtered water. So we give it a quick rinse. And then we have our standard. This is going to be our Sedona standard water. So we use Sedona water as our registry. So this will let us know how we are looking. So there we go, 170, perfect. Around 160, 170, around 8. So we are good. So now that this is calibrated, we can go ahead and put her right inside of our compost tea and see where we're sitting at. We're at a 7.5 pH, and that's cool because the pH, the water that comes out of the tap is around 7.577. Roughly doesn't really hit 8 and is usually above 7.5. So that means that this material in here dropped it down just a tiny bit. We are at 700 ppm, so we're a little bit higher than some of the other stuff, and that's okay because we grabbed clay dirt from right outside on the ground. We grabbed the clay dirt, and that's a part of our compost that we use. So that's probably why we're up higher than our 500 parts per million. Which is cool. So not too bad, 70 degrees, nothing bad. It's perfect optimal temperature for plant root growth. So that's awesome, and it's perfect temperature to be able to take up any of our other macronutrients, or micronutrients. So you want to be anywhere from like 65 to like 80. It's like perfect temperature, I would say, right there. So now that we have a pH test for this, we can take our rinse water and we can see what we're working with. So now what we have to do is we have to make sure that the food gets the accurate amount of supply. And how do we do that? I'll show you. Okay, so let's go ahead and rinse this all out. So we're going to take our bucket, we're going to fill this up about halfway with the filtered water. So 2 quarts of filtered water, and then it'll be 2 quarts of this, a little under 2 quarts. And then we're going to re-pH this to make sure that we're sitting around 6.5 and under, maybe a little bit higher, but we want 6.5. That is the best. Anywhere around 500 to 700 parts per million is still good because we're working with seedlings. If we're feeding plants outside or our bigger plants, we can be from 700 to 1,000 parts per million. So here we go. As you see, that's going to be 2 quarts. So I can go ahead and now take our tester and bring it back like we said. 777, perfect number. So we're at 600, we're gonna drop down to like 5 something, so that's okay. So now we can add the rest of that. Where's our bucket? Okay, so what that looks like is we're just gonna take this and stir this bad baby up. Oh, we have to get our compost bag. So let's take our compost bag out of here, just for right now. Okay, I can go in there. Oops, sorry, I thought that was glass. I was like, oh crap. I'm used to their old bottles being glass. Perfect, so we're at 560, 770, so we gotta drop it down a little bit, but we'll see where this brings us. We're gonna take some of this, we're just gonna fill it up in the rest of our pot, put that back in there. We're gonna stir this up.